going on, Arizona Sports Fan family? We're back at it again with another video here of the Arizona Sports Fan. Today, what I want to talk about is the top 3 things to look out for in this game versus the Los Angeles Rams. Let's dive right into it. Roll that intro. Alright everybody, welcome back in. Before we get started, definitely do me one huge favor, smack that like button and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. We're pretty much throwing out content daily for Arizona Cardinal fans. We're on the road to 10K. Can't do it without you guys. Definitely go ahead and subscribe and join the family. Before I give you my top 3 things to look out for, I want to go ahead and go over the injury report here for Wednesday. Now, while we do this, definitely give me your top 3 things to look out for in this Rams game in the comments below. Now, it does seem like there's a lot of people here on the injury report, but there's a lot of people that didn't practice just due to rest. Like, for example, Kelvin Beachum, Marquise Hollywood-Brown, Zach Ertz, AJ Green, Rodney Hudson, Justin Pugh. But it definitely does seem like they had a scheduled day off already, and, you know, we don't have to really worry about them very much. There's James Conner that didn't practice, but it seems like, you know, he's trending in the right direction. Hopefully, fingers crossed that he's going to be a full go versus the Rams, because I absolutely would love to see him there. We got players like Andy Isabella. He was a full go. Trayvon Mullen was a full go. That's actually pretty exciting on its own right there. JJ Watt was limited. Just makes sense, right? We also got a player like, you know, Rondale Moore, which he didn't practice, still seems to have a hamstring issue. He's listed off as day-to-day at this very moment. I'm not going to hold my breath for Rondale Moore. I'm not going to lie to you. But at this very moment, I'm actually really excited with what Greg Dortch has done so far for this Arizona Cardinal team. So Rondale Moore can take as long as he wants. If he needs more time, definitely go ahead and do so, because I feel very confident with Greg Dortch taking those reps. Now let's jump right into here. The top 3 things that I think we should be looking out for in this game is going to be the top one for me, and it's no specific order, but I want to see what this interior pressure can do against Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford has had so far a year that has raised a lot of eyebrows for fans that are not Rams fans, right? When you talk to Rams fans, they're always kind of, you know, give you, you know, what's going on in the eyes of a Rams fan. And of course, they're going to patch it up to where, you know, it doesn't seem as bad. But if you take a look at the touchdown to interception ratio, 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, there's definitely some cause for concerns, especially because the whole big storyline coming out of the offseason was that he had a, you know, that arm issue. I believe it was the elbow issue. So, you know, it kind of lets a lot of people on the outside looking in saying, oh my goodness, maybe there might be some more issues coming along with Matthew Stafford than the Rams are leading everybody else to believe. But I think the interior pressure is going to be absolutely key for this Arizona Cardinal defense. Now, we got JJ Watt. He seems like he's going to be a go. We got Zach Allen, but I really want to see what is going to come out to. I think one of the big pain points right now, at least in my personal opinion, is that I want to see more consistent pressure throughout this game. That's going to be very imperative for us to get back there and rattle the cage of Matthew Stafford, because if he's back there waiting 5, 6, 7 seconds for somebody to get open, somebody's going to get open for him, whether it's Cooper Kupp or Allen Robinson, and that's exactly what we should be doing as a plan of attack. Now, if this week doesn't transpire in terms of if we can't get back there, especially on the interior side, I would really love for the Arizona Cardinals to at least humor the fact of bringing in some players, maybe like an Ndamukong Suh. I think he would be an awesome asset for this Arizona Cardinal, interior defensive line. Now, I also do love the idea of JPP. I think he's more of an edge player more than anything, but hey, I mean, who knows, right? Wherever he can play, and especially if he can bring his talents to this defensive line, I would love nothing more than that. But like I said, I do have faith in JJ Watt. I don't have the faith in him in terms of him playing a full season. I like Zach Allen, but we need to get some consistency within the interior, and I feel like Ndamukong Suh will actually bring that for the Arizona Cardinals. Another thing to look out for here is going to be Trayvon Mullen possibly getting his first start as an Arizona Cardinal. Now, the big things on Trayvon Mullen specifically is going to be the fact that he's a second round pick, right? He's got some great talent coming out of college, but the biggest thing that I was told was that he's very good, but he can get very, very handsy. And what I mean by that is he can definitely go ahead and be like stuck with people. He can keep up with people, but he definitely makes sure that his hands are on that wide receiver, which is definitely not a good thing. We are trying to clean up penalties. Last week we ended up getting, 12 penalties, 120 yards, or 10 penalties, 120 yards, something like that. So it's just way too much. I want to see how Trayvon Mullen's going to look within our defense. This is supposed to be that big, trade that we ended up doing here for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, whether you believe this is the big trade or not a big trade, this is what the Arizona Cardinals, did. I have to go ahead and see how this is all going to shake out. I mean, I honestly do kind of like the idea of, Byron Murphy on Cooper Kupp, because I know Cooper Kupp likes to move around a lot, slot on the outside, and I would love Byron Murphy to shadow him, and maybe Trayvon Mullen getting the opportunity on Allen Robinson. I think that would be kind of the smart thing to do if I was Vance Joseph, in my personal opinion. So definitely looking out to see how, Trayvon Mullen does in, man-to-man, as well as zone coverages, to see how he's going to shake out on this defense. So excited to see how that's going to go ahead and look like. Last thing I want to look out for here for this Arizona Cardinal team, I'm going to move over to the offensive side of the ball. I think it's very important for our team to start off hot, from the beginning. The days of, just kind of playing autopilot mode until the second half, it's not going to work for a lot of these teams, especially like the Los Angeles Rams. They are very known to, if they have the lead going into the half, they're going to probably win that game more times than not. I think, Sean McVay has some crazy records saying that if he has the lead going into the half, then he's most likely going to win that game. And I think we got to avoid anything like that, right? Our offense needs to start off super, super hot. And I want to see what this offense is going to look like, right? I think it's very important. I've been talking about this all week, where the offense needs to really remember that they got Zach Ertz, right? Those quick hook routes, those quick routes, that's going to be the safety blanket for Kyler Murray. He needs to make sure that if it's 2 or 3 yards he's going to be able to gain, that's a good thing, right? Especially if there's nothing open out and he's getting pressure from Aaron Donald. I think we need to be able to get those quick plays to get those type of those yardage. So we're not having to play those 3rd and 10s, those 2nd and 10s, stuff like that. I think it's going to be imperative to get those yards in the first down there. So I want to see our offense evolve as well, right? I think the more and more we get our offense on the field, the more we're going to start seeing Cliff Kingsbury's playbook completely opened up more, right? More Kyler Murray under center, stuff like that. Now, we have seen a little bit about that, and I'm actually really excited that we are attempting to evolve this offense more and more. Now, we're not asking for Kyler Murray to be under center 50% of the time. We know, right? Kyler Murray is more comfortable in shotgun, and that's completely fine. All we're really asking for is 15, 20%, something along those lines, where we're kind of giving the defense a different view. And that's something that I'm really excited about, right? Seeing our offense and seeing if we can start off hot, evolve, show some different formations, different stuff like that, because this is the 3rd game coming into the 2022 season, and I think it's going to be the time where we can kind of start showing up and open up the playbook for Cliff Kingsbury. Let me know what you guys think about this video, guys. Let me know if there's anything else that you want to talk about or big things that you want to focus on in this game. Put everything in the comments below. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, go Cards.